in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Pirates will get us started with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Chester. It's complete to the left. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but... You got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice. Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a cover. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Sooners in the hurry up. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to blow his way in. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
Football 7. Okay, great. Ready.
Just keeps slinging it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception. They could have flipped this field.
There is a sense of urgency happening right now on defense. Backed up, close to their end zone on that 3rd down. They stop the run. They stuff it. Now setting up 4th.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Chester. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. No, sir. They strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. So the East Carolina Pirates offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He takes it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got him, and nobody's close. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Chester. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, fall over in your seats.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Power football with the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Chester. Makes the catch. It's Billups. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. Running to the left. And some room to work. Breaks the and runs through another one. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll get behind them, get it down to 44. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, ECU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Chester. Catch in the middle, it's Billups. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool them, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him, shoot. Let's go to him a 3rd time.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grabs behind the line. It's Robinson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Pirates will punt this one away. Talk about dynamic ability to flip the field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Chester. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's range.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Chester. Keeps looking downfield. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy with a nice stop here.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Hard running there. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled. Delivered the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground with the back. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. There he goes to the right. The 20. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Duke. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. Teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's the pressure. He throws back to the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Chester. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback moving. It's complete on the right side. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I
think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Pirates are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Barmore.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Fires downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Pirates line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Sooners need to pick it up on 4th down. Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.